2021!
Lamps are different, but the light is the same. Let us recognize the light and experience the totality of oneness in the vastness of creation. Let us live in peace and pleasantness. Let us choose wisdom and live wisely.
I hope we all make this one better than last one, and then regularly improve ourselves in our performance.
We all aspire to live a wholesome life in happiness and harmony, isn't it? Yes, and that begins with oneness. The first step to internal oneness is being true to ourselves.
Only when you succeed, nature as zero, your value multifolds. As Miltonians who believes in contributing to the betterment of this world, we will be succeeding nature together.
Understanding not only ourselves but also others. And this understanding is the main for harmony. If it hadn't been for understanding, we would not have the ability to empathize. We would not have the disposition for kindness, nor would we have done anything for others to make tomorrow better.
The big potential that we were gifted with, and we just used a small percentage of it. He introduced competitions in our life. He made us challenge ourselves and compete with nobody else but our own self. So at the end of the day, there was satisfaction, and we again moved towards our true potential.
All of us come into this world without knowing what life is. And large majority of us leave this earth without understanding what life is. True understanding can happen only when we evolve spiritually, unlearning experientially what is untrue. Go beyond beliefs, become a seeker to experience truth.
Joyfulness is an experience which cannot be explained. Joyfulness goes beyond reason and season. Joyfulness brings ease. Lack of it brings disease. The source of joy is within each one of us. Let us increase the actions of goodness and live and exuberant life.
Joy does not choose people based on these external parameters. It is a choice that is available to each and every one of us. Where even if a person is a managing director of a company or just a watchman, we are just the same when it comes to the internal experience, where all of us are capable of joy.
Mindfulness requires us to be able to pay attention to any experience of feeling with acceptance and without attaching constructs. Self-compassion is especially helpful when we are dealing with difficult emotions or experiences.
Our thoughts in our mind is like light energy. Okay? Thoughts can be concentrated. When light energy gets concentrated, it becomes laser. Similarly, thoughts, if you can concentrate and if you can make it unidirectional, you can achieve anything in life. Then there won't be any past or future. When your thoughts gets concentrated, your priorities in life is clear. And you channelize your thoughts on your priorities in your life, you will go amazing in your life.
The Bhagavad Gita says, a man must elevate himself by his own mind, not degrade himself. The mind is the friend of the conditioned soul and his enemy as well.
Anxiety to an extent is good.
Relaxation induced by our alpha state is a prerequisite to experience the peace due to the diminution of our thoughts and experience the silence in the gap between them. This silent gap, besides gifting a deep spiritual experience, generates ideas for truly great works of art, music, poetry, and great scientific discoveries. Only humans have unfathomable power to experience this abode of the Absolute Self.
Does honesty pay? Essentially, we are all honest. It indeed requires great strength and relentless seeking to arrive at a point where honesty becomes natural and spontaneous in us. No pretenses, no dependencies, no duality. To evolve as much can enable us to serve the purpose we are here for.
There is a gadget fixed in all of us, within us. It's called conscience. So whatever action or whatever thought process, there is a blink, red light, green light. If there is a red light, it is not appropriate for you. It may be, different from the worldly standard, or it may be different from the different, place and people and time. But as long as you have green light, it is appropriate for you.
Human life is an ever evolving virtuous journey from sensual to spiritual, from pleasure to happiness, happiness to joyfulness, joyfulness to blissfulness. So, blissfulness is a permanence of joyfulness. As you heard one of the MC talk, pleasure comes with an expiry date. It will expire. But blissfulness is a state of being where without any provocation, without any stimulation, we are in a state of joyfulness, and that permanence is blissfulness.
We all want to be successful, isn't it?
Yes.
But success is not what we have, but who we are. Our premier goal in life is to be peaceful, joyful, and blissful. So let us understand the true meaning of blissfulness and march ahead with oneness, joyfulness, and blissfulness to lead and experience a harmonious life.
13. Mouth organ. 13. Mouth organ. 16. Marble. 16. Marble. 18. Zebra. 18. Zebra. And I think the fastest answer was given by Gradurai. So, Gradurai.
That the real power of communication, expression, or experience of pure feeling is in silence. Power comes from purity. Thus, silence is pure and sacred.
You are the essence, the Atman, the pure consciousness. So once you shift your identification from these endowments to a real essence, your life starts blossoming. But most of us get stuck. We identify ourselves with our body. We identify ourselves only with the mind. We identify ourselves only with the intellect. So we become our ego, a little self.
He put a time limit saying 5 seconds you got to say, so therefore I was rushing through. But let me tell you, when I do my training programs, I do it with a lot of intensity. The reason is that this person, Apareshacharya, has opened me up so much. And I'm experiencing life. And I know there are lots of people who are in the darkness of ignorance. They are fanatic. And therefore, they need to be coming into the light. So therefore, there is no good and bad among people. It's about they are in ignorance or they're in awareness. So therefore, as Miltonians, we've got a great role to play. This fanaticism should not set into Miltonians.
Well, if you're dishonest, nobody else from outside you should tell you that you're dishonest. Your answer should come from within. That I've been dishonest.
So one should be honest to oneself. And
honesty is there is no repulsion from within.
Okay. And just one more thing. What message you would like to give to all Miltonians? One message if I have to ask you.
Anything that you say or you accept must not have any contradiction from within.
So we are positive when we are in a positive environment, right? So remember to clarify your goals, since your dreams and goals are real, limitless!